Hi everyone, welcome back to another Sunday live stream here at Trace Trades. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click the link in the description so you could join our Discord and attend these live streams every single Sunday. Again, it is completely free to attend. You do not need to be a premium member. These are purely just to help people and to talk about some ideas going into the week. So to get right into the individual names, first we have Apple. This was on watch last week. Very same setup. We defended this little demand zone here. Looks great. Defended our 50 and popped back above all of our major moving averages. This looks pretty good to continue higher and potentially test this trend line. And that's really it. If we start to break out again, that would be probably a better trade. But for now, really just playing the zone in between our demand here and this trend line up here. Next we have Baba. They have ER coming up towards the end of next week. So really just gonna see how that plays out. There's a couple of potential drawings you could do here. Really, what I just like about this is it made a higher low and continued higher from this point here. Consolidated for a bit up in these levels, dropped below, and then reclaimed it. So when I'm talking about these levels, I'm talking about like 163 and above. So as long as it holds 163, this does look good to continue higher, especially with ER this week. Definitely looks like it's going to run up into it. This will probably be more of a day trade since swinging going into ER can be kind of risky. Definitely looking more at a day trade here. Maybe if we start to break out over here, or maybe we could just take it off of some high of days. That'll be fine too. Next we have GS. Neat little falling wedge here, starting to poke out of it a bit. And that's pretty much it. Defended our 50, so if you want to use that as a stop, that can be great too. Reclaimed Thursday's higher day on Friday. This looks very, very good to continue higher. And I also think banks are kind of due for a move here. If you want to even say this, it could be a inverse head and shoulders here. That might be a little early to call, but again, that's just something else that's on the table here. Very nice chart here. Looking at probably some January contracts for this one. Home Depot, great consolidation here at all-time highs. This looks fantastic. ER is coming up. That's the only problem. So maybe we could snag a quick day trade off of this tomorrow. Or after ER, we could reevaluate. This really is a nice chart, though. It's a shame that they report ER. But in any case, really what we're just looking for is a break in either direction. A break in either direction is just some undiscovered territory to the above and below. It moved very quickly through these levels, so it could move very quickly back through them again. For lower support, we're probably looking around like 360 to like 355 area. And then for targeting highs, like first just probably like all-time highs, like 375, and then 380 as more of a psychological level. Other than that, though, yeah, great chart here. Really wish they didn't report so early in the week, but in any case, maybe we'll catch one Monday. Otherwise, we'll reevaluate after ER. Lucid, inside day here, holding these higher levels surprisingly well. I really did not think that we were going to maintain up here, but holding it very well. Just zooming out a bit, I remember that we do have a massive gap all the way up to 56. But in any case, really what we're looking at here is this hourly chart. Again, if you want to call it an inverse head and shoulders, we got that there. Or you could call it a wedge too. Also have that there. But really just what we're looking at is we got a low here, we got a much higher low, and then a push up after it. This is just strength running up again into ER. That's the only thing. Like, there's a pretty big ER this week. We do want to get out of the way for a lot of these. But depending on how this goes, if it comes out flat, that'd be great. We could definitely play the same setup. If they beat, again, we could revisit this above highs, above 48. If they miss, though, I'll probably take this off watch for the week. Like, if they drop below like 40, I'll probably take it off watch. But in any case, again, very nice chart. Maybe we'll catch one Monday, or maybe we'll just wait and reevaluate after ER. Very nice chart here, though. Microsoft, very looking good again. We got a low here, higher low right here. That's typically just what we're looking at. Again, if you want to draw the line here for the wedge, you absolutely can. Really just what we're playing off here is some consolidation on the hourly, breach of all-time highs. You could play the move up to the all-time highs. You could play a dip to the 50 SMA here, or you could play a breakout above all-time highs. This is probably what I'm looking at. a move through like 339 or 340. That's probably what I'm waiting for, but lots of setups, lots of things you could do with this chart. This is a very nice looking chart as well on smaller time frames. MU, this was also on watch last week. Had a beautiful break, retest of the 8, and then a great push on Friday. We hopped in, or I hopped in some December calls, so if you got in on those hit 100% the day after we bought them. But in any case, this looks great for continuation. Like if we just pull up the weekly here, we got the weekly 50. We're coming in on that, so probably some consolidation there. But if we break through that with volume, I definitely expect to reach these higher, like 82 to like 85 levels pretty quickly. We're going to save QQQ and SPY for the end. And XLF, something else that was on watch last week, some kind of wacky consolidation here. This one is definitely what I'm going to wait on until we get a little bit more of price action towards the upside. This, I don't like how many wicks we have on either side of our candle bodies here. Friday was good. Friday we tested lower support and then pushed back up. But generally, I'm just not going to get into a swing position if this is what the last 4 days look like. Not until we break out of this consolidation a little bit. So again, probably going to wait for a trend line break over here on this top trend line here. But it is a good sign that we do like XLF and GS kind of at the same time. Some of the other banks look okay, but GS really stands out to me. In any case, going right into SPY, kind of broke through this inside day here, but failed quickly after. We're definitely going to be watching Friday's high of day for more moves to the upside. But in any case, like again, like just a higher low up here. Just looks pretty strong for continuation. The only caveat is our 20 SMA is a little below where we're at right now. So if we do start to break down, like if we lose this, this is the 8 EMA, this light blue line here. If we lose that, I will be targeting some lower levels. First would be like 462 over here, and then probably the 20 SMA, which should line up around with like 460. So again, just keep that in mind. Don't overposition yourself. We're still at like very, very high levels, so I just want to make sure everyone is staying safe and sizing appropriately. The Qs look a lot better, but they're probably going to follow each other this week, if I'm being honest. Like, that's what I'm expecting. Like, if SPY is showing weakness, like, this Q setup probably won't matter. But it is a good sign that the Qs are setting up nicely, and that SPY doesn't look, like, super bearish. Like, SPY looks fine. And the Qs look very good. So if we pull up like the hourly here, you can see like we didn't quite break out of this inside day from Thursday. So now we have a double inside day, which is really just stacking more consolidation on top of it, not only increasing the likelihood that we break. Like look at these hourly candles here leading up to it. This is very likely to break in my opinion. And then once it does break, it's going to be a pretty substantial move after it. So again, I'm going to keep our targets kind of close with this one. So 397 first, and then probably like 400 is what we're looking at here. All in all, though, looks like a pretty good week. Last week I was talking about some more signs of downside, a little bit more afraid of that. This week, I don't think those same elements are present. I think that there's a pretty strong likelihood that we just push higher here. So again, that's my like general consensus. But again, this is a very, very volatile market. We're going to stay light, and we're going to be able to adapt to most of these moves. But yeah, going to be waiting on triggers for these names. But other than that, that's it for this week. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you click the link in the description so you could join our streams live every single Sunday and participate in some of the Q&A and charting requests after. Again, you do not need to be a premium member to attend these. These are open to everyone.